Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 9 of Farming Simulator 25. Last episode we got ourselves our machine shed which has our fuel tanks, and now we got everything on the farm stored here. Now I actually kind of recorded this intro already, but for some reason the audio got messed up, so I think I got it all figured out this time. But yeah, I just mentioned that we were going to go ahead and we were going to get our June harvest cut. So that's the June harvest cut and done. We're now in August. We're getting ready to go into September. I believe I have fertilized all of the fields. Yes, nitrogen, pH, we'll work on that in a little bit, but as of right now, those fields are fertilized and ready to go for next month. Today, like I said, I want to get into livestock. We're at 60,000. We're not quite there yet, but I'm thinking once we do our big cut here in September, we're going to have another 400% yield on both these fields. That's going to make a lot, and I repeat, a lot of silage bales that we're going to have to collect. And then in the new year, we'll be able to sell all those. And then hopefully in the new year, we will be able to pretty much just go straight into livestock. It's the hope, at least. So we're going to see how that goes. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to jump on in. We're going to do, I guess, probably another time lapse, I guess. I wasn't planning on doing a time lapse for this early in the episode, but since we're already going to be jumping into our September cut, when we go and sleep, I think I'm going to do that. We'll do a little time lapse to see how many bales we get from a double harvest, if that makes sense. So 400% harvest on grass, and then see how many bales we walk away with. Now we do have some grass bales. I think we got 4, 8, 12, 16-ish bales already sitting in there, which are grass bales, which we're going to use for our sheep once we get our pens down. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get started on this this September harvest, and we'll see how things go. I don't think there's anything in the shop that we wanted. No, not really. So yeah, and I don't think, actually, were there any good contracts? Oh yes, there were baling contracts. Oh no, those are baling. I don't have a round baler. That's unfortunate. Mowing contracts, they're all kind of far. Not really worried about these right now. So we'll see if I have some time before the end of the day. I'll probably go and do some of those contracts. But I'm gonna go ahead, get started on this cut, and I'll see you guys all once we got this harvest out of the way. Okay, we finally got that harvest all wrapped up. That was a very big harvest. I had to refill our bale wrapper more than partway through. Why is it not refilling? There we go. Is it going to fill up anymore? No? Okay, that's all right. So, that was a lot of bales. So we're going to heck up to our baler over here and see how many we got. And when you guys see how many are on the field, I think it's going to be time for me to pick up the bale transport, because doing all this with the front loader on this thing is going to take me quite a bit of time. So let's just take a look and see We got 119 bales from that field. Yeah, we are not picking that up by hand. I'm not doing that. I've got our tractor working over on field 9 right now. They're doing a cultivating contract. So we will take this, and we are going to go ahead and we're going to go lease that that transport. Where is it? Bale, transport. This guy right here. This one, yeah. So we're gonna get this one. So how much is it gonna cost to lease this? 4,500 bucks. For the sake of my sanity, it's worth it. So let's go ahead. We'll head on over to the shop and we'll go pick that up. Okay, there's our transport. Let's go ahead. We're gonna hook up to this. This thing can pick up 14 bales at a time. So this should drastically improve our efficiency when it comes to getting this stuff done. So I'll see you guys back at the farm. We'll do a few edits, I guess, a few clips of me just moving all the bales into storage. So we'll see you guys back at the farm and enjoy the little clips and seeing this thing in action. But this is definitely an investment we're going to need to make long term. Like, we need this thing. This is a must for our farm. Okay, everybody, so we have got our fields all done. We got everything put away. You guys will see here in a second that I've got all of the bales put away, and they didn't actually all fit in our storage. So we're going to have to possibly look into upgrading that if we're going to keep producing this amount of silage. But yeah, we're just finishing up doing some cultivating contracts, which we're going to accept, and something has popped up in the market that we absolutely need. You guys saw that I leased the bale transport. Well, guess what? It's for sale. I think the game is listening to me. I don't have anything that can do that. That is completely by fluke. So I didn't really want to have to spend my money on this right now. I had other plans for money, obviously, like livestock, but when a deal like that comes up, and it's, how much was it? $36,000 instead of $90,000? Yeah, you kind of got to take advantage of that. So we're driving on over to the shop here. We're going to return this cultivator, which I leased as well, to do some contracts, which we also need to work on buying our own cultivator so we don't have to lease it anymore. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to drop this guy off right here. That is my weight, not my cultivator. So let's try that again. First, you need to unfold the cultivator tool to drop it. Okay, then. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop it. There we go. Then we're going to go to... Wow, that is really loud. Let's move a little bit away from the shop. Freaking loud. Okay, and then we're going to go in here. Not there. Going to go to vehicles. We're going to find what we're leasing. So we're going to return the trailer. Return, yes. And then we're going to return this guy as well. So we'll return that. And then actually, while we're at it, we can accept... Oh, I forgot I didn't accept these bale wrapping contracts, too. I forgot I did those. I was wondering why this field was wrapped. I did it. That's why. Okay, perfect. So we have a few more contracts to collect. Look at that. Okay, we're up to 100,000. That makes me feel a little bit better. Makes me feel a little bit better about buying this. I don't like the color configuration, so we're going to switch that up. Do this, and then I'm thinking we're going to do... Do I do all black, or do I do like a yellow accent? And then black wheels. I kind of like that. Yeah, we're going to run with that for now. Let's run with that. Or do we stick with the douchefar kind of style? Go with this green. Go with a black. That's not too bad. Let's go with that for right now. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm okay with that. So we're going to buy this. There we go. Matches up with our tractors, which is awesome. I wonder if we should just stay on brand for this whole series. Just stick with this brand. I think that might be kind of fun. But I'm going to get this thing back on over to our yard, and then, oh, actually, this thing was on discount, so I got to repair it while I'm here at the shop, too, actually. Didn't even think about that, so I'm going to get this all repaired, and then I'll meet you guys back over at the farm. Okay, let's get this thing parked up, and then I'll go show you guys how many bales we've got. And then pretty much that's going to be it until selling time, which won't be until probably the new year, I guess. Probably what it's going to end up being. So we'll drop that there. Starting to get a really good supply of equipment here. So let's drive on over. I have already fertilized these fields, so that's done already too. But if you look over here, this is all the stuff that didn't fit. So we got like 120 bales. So we got 74 square bales, 17 grass bales, and then we got 3 stacks of 14 plus 2. So we have a lot of silage that is in production. So pretty much all I have left to do before I jump ahead is just refill the greenhouses with water, and then we're going to jump ahead pretty much to next year, do ourselves a sale, and then we're going to jump right on into doing some livestock. So yeah, I'm going to jump ahead. I'm going to get those greenhouses filled up, and I'll see you guys all in the new year when we are ready to do our silage sale. Okay, we have made it to December, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to sell this stuff. I think we have anywhere between $200,000 to $250,000 worth of silage to sell. So we should, in theory, be finishing this year off with roughly $300,000, which will be more than enough to get our first sheep pen going and filled. So I'm going to go ahead, get started loading this stuff up, and then we're going to go ahead and get around and doing some sales, and then, yeah. So I'll see you guys once I got our first sale ready to go. Okay, so we are out here with our first sale, 24 bales, drifting the tractor with the trailer. Let's go ahead and sell, and perfect. Okay, actually a little shorter than 50,000, but we're already over 100K. I'm gonna go ahead, do a couple more loads, and then we'll see how much we get at the end of all this. I'll bring you guys back once we're done. Okay, last load. Oh, goodness, drifting the tractor still. Definitely going to have to do something about that in the near future, but we'll work on it. Last load. Let's see what we get. Beautiful. Look at that, $317,000 in total. If we take a look at our... I'm just going to set this guy so I can just drive right through this field. If we take a look at our finances... $210,000 worth of bales alone. That's not even including like the environmental score, which I don't know if that's what this is. Maybe that's what miscellaneous is 29,000 in miscellaneous. But yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, that's almost pretty close, $240,000. It's pretty good. So with all that done, we have more than enough money now to get into putting down our sheep pens. So I will set that up as soon as I got all this stuff parked. Okay, guys, let's go ahead, dive right on into getting our sheep pen down now that we have ourselves enough money. So what I'm thinking is I want this thing to pretty much be right in line and right on the edge of the property here. So I'm thinking if we put it right here, we have easy enough access to grab access to our bales from the side, wherever. And then obviously easy to load in more hay, but would also maximize the pen size here. So I'm thinking if we put it right here, we should be okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to, actually, are we pretty much square when it comes to this? I go like this. There we go. Probably right about there. Yeah, right about there. So I'm thinking if we place this guy right here, we're going to turn off ground modifications. It's going to modify it by $7. I don't know what it's going to do, but that means it's very close to level. So if we place this guy down, we're going to hit yes for customize. Now what I want to do here is I want to maximize our usage, but I only want to come out to about here, because the idea is that we're going to put a roadway between this and the next pen. So the hard part is going to be lining this up fairly square. I'd say that looks pretty good right about there. Go like that. And then where did I put that post? Is it kind of in the field? It is just a touch, eh? Okay, so I'll have to do the same thing when I come across. I'll have to go kind of like this to about there. We're going to take this all the way back down. And okay, if we go to about, see how it snaps to there, which means I should probably just stop right there, but I kind of want it to come out a little further to about there. And does it snap? Snapped. Okay, do you want to plant meadow for sheep barn large? Yes. Okay, that's all good. And that pretty much does it. Actually, I think I was supposed to hit no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Because I think they would have eaten this stuff. But hey, you know what? That's okay. We have a decent sized sheep barn, so let's go ahead and see how much meadow this thing has. So if we jump out and then we come up to here, it doesn't show us, I guess, or won't show us unless we go into here. Meadow, yeah, it doesn't say how much, but if we go ahead, we'll go bring a couple grass bales over here to feed these guys. But sorry, I didn't even pay attention. How many can it hold? It can hold 105. Wow, okay. $24,000. Oh, and we're gonna do these ones. So $56,000 gets us 8-month-old sheep, which is pretty much what we want. We want it to max out all the time, and then every month or every 10 months when these guys reproduce, we'll get $200 a sheep, which will make us $21,000 every 10 months when it resales these, because I have a mod installed to sell all of the excess ones. So if we go ahead and we max this out to 105, okay, and we hit buy, I'm hoping this will be good. Let's see what happens. Gestation period, puberty, okay, perfect. And then we're gonna buy all of these, fill our barn, and there we go. We have sheep. So now what we gotta do is we gotta go grab our grass bales and we gotta load them up into here for right now. So that's what we're gonna go do now, and then I'll show you guys what we got once we're done with that. Okay, we have our bales all stored up here. These guys are all fed. These guys have everything that they need. Their health will obviously improve kind of as time goes by. But yeah, so we have ourselves our happy sheep. They are good to go. We're going to start producing wool, which is going to be great, which is going to start popping out right here. We will have to figure out a storage solution for that. I haven't really decided exactly what I want to do yet. I was thinking something kind of simple would be nice. Was it under silos? It might be. This guy here might just be a good wool storage. We could just kind of put it down like right next to this guy, like right in here. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe just literally like right against the fence. I might just kind of plop it down kind of like right here. But I want to make sure that obviously I have access to that doorway. So, and then the dumping area is right there. Why is it not level here? Huh. Didn't even notice that it's not level right here. Strange. Overlaps with another object. Where do they want me to be able to put this? Like way out here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. We'll see how this goes. Could probably try some other storage solutions. But yeah, we got lots of options, lots of time to kind of figure it out. Like this one here holds 100 pieces. This one here might be good, actually. Maybe I'll go with this. That's a large storage solution, I think, which would be very good for what we need. And it would be enough for, like, if I put it, like, right at the edge here, then this will be expansion space for when we're ready for our next sheep barn that's going to go over in this area here. So, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Not a fan that it's kind of floating there. Might have to go back here. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We don't need that yet. We'll probably do that when we sleep a little bit here and I can come up with a little bit of a better plan. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead, get everything tidied up, and then see where we're at, and then probably jump ahead to March so we can do our first March cut, and then go from there. Okay, everyone, we've made it to March, and we are starting to get ourselves a good supply of wool going. Just look at that. We've got, how much, what do we got here? We got Lots of food. We do have meadow, actually. Meadow is growing. So if we go and take a look at these guys, 1,400 liters of meadow. They may never actually need grass if they're only using 5,200 per day of capacity. Well, we'll see. We'll see if this grass level starts to go down. But in the off season, we may need grass. But like for right now, they're still pretty good because we got this one here, 254 liters in here, 2,300 liters in here. So we'll see how things go. But they definitely have grass to eat, so that's good. So they're well fed. We do have access to quite a bit of wool now, and if we go and look in our market here, you can see that the best time to sell here is in May. We're currently in March. We've already got $15,000 worth of wool. That is amazing. So we're pretty much already around peak. If we take a look over here in finances or prices, and we go down to wool, which will be near the bottom. I looked right at it. You can see that we're pretty much near peak, so we'll wait until April. Looks like April might be the best month to sell, so we're going to go ahead in April and we're going to sell. But I've got our worker working on cutting our first field right now. I've got a couple of baling contracts I'm going to go do while the worker's here, make us some extra money, and then, yeah, we're going to jump ahead and do our first wool sale, and that's probably where we're going to end off today's episode. So I'm going to go ahead, get to work, let this worker do their thing, and I will see you guys once we are ready to go do our first wool sale. Okay, so we have made it to May, and the sheep are actually taking the grass. So if we look in here, if we go look here, you can see that our grass level is down to 4,700 liters. So it's not, the meadow isn't enough. So we are going to be using grass, which is good because I didn't want this to be kind of like a freebie, like zero maintenance type of item. So I'm glad that we're still going to have to do some work when it comes to this stuff. But we have made it to May. So we are going to do our first wool sale. And I mean, it's not going to be the best sale in the world because, I mean, you know, obviously we, oh gosh, oh goodness. I did not expect it to be that heavy. I forgot that I probably needed a rear weight to make that work, but yeah, we're gonna go do our first sale. We've only had the sheep 5 months, and we've got quite a bit of wool. We got 14,000 liters of wool already, so I'm hoping that goes well. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get all that loaded up, and then we'll take a look and see where we want to sell this stuff. All right, so we're all loaded up. We got just over 14,000 liters of wool, so that's fantastic. If we go here and take a look, if we go down to wool, you can see we got $30,000 there. Now, I'm thinking for ease, because these things are kind of far away, we could just go to the old farmer's market. We're only going to lose out on maybe $700, which isn't a huge deal. So I think that we are just going to end up going just to the farmer's market, because it's right around the corner, obviously. So let's go over there. We're obviously going to get, I think, some kind of environmental bonus, I imagine, but we'll have to see what we get when we head over here. So, nice short drive. We'll just drive on over together, and we'll see what we made. Also, we did get, I guess I should show you guys this too, in our finances. We actually, when we rolled into this month, we sold off 105 baby sheep, and we actually got $21,000 for that. So that was, if we get that that was like after 5 months, I guess. Every 5 or 6 months, if we get like 4 or 5 or 6 months, however often it is, if that's what we're getting, then I'd say that that's pretty good. I think that's a nice little boost every half year or so. So let's go ahead. Let's see how much we get. Oh wow, we got 40,000 plus 5,200. So I guess those prices aren't exactly right, but yeah, $40,000 plus an extra 52. So we got $45,000 from that small wool sale. Like, that's a small wool sale, guys. Like, we've only had the sheep for 5 months. Can you imagine how much money we're going to be making after a full year? Every year we'll probably be making like $100,000 just off of sheep, just kind of doing their thing and supplying them with grass. They're super low maintenance and super great for profit. So, yeah, I mean, wow, look at all the work we got done today. We got our trailer, which is fantastic, our auto load trailer. We got our sheep barn installed, and we're still making good money. Like, we made a lot of money today. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to do it for today. So thank you guys all so much for watching. We'll see you guys all in the next episode, where we're probably just gonna do some more sheep farming with these guys. So yeah, be sure to stick around for that, and we will see you guys all next episode.